up everybody, it's Rosie, and today we're moving on back to Los Angeles to discover the top 3 most haunted hotels in LA. Let's get into it.
Los Angeles is the most visited city in California, clocking in around 40 to 50 million visitors annually. However, there is a dark side to some of these places people stay, with history dating back to the early 1900s. In the 1920s, Hollywood welcomed many young starlets and wannabe actors, and the Hotel Chateau Marmont is where most of them stayed while they pursued their dreams.
So for example, Bette Davis actually stayed at this hotel twice. The first time was in a private bungalow towards the back of the hotel, and she fell asleep with a cigarette in hand. Now, she created a fire, and that fire eventually got so bad that they had to evacuate this entire hotel. And then she finally decided, okay, I'll stay one more time, and she came back and she stayed in one of the rooms, and one of the electric circuits just shorted on her, and so after that she decided not to stay here ever again. I want to stay here. Do you want to stay here? I do want to stay here. I want to stay here. Now, in the 1940s, Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz were frequent visitors of the Charmant. Rumor has it that whenever Desi was cheating on Lucy, he would actually kind of stay here. And there's also, according to legend, Lucy and Desi Arnaz were staying probably in a suite, probably something kind of like over here, down there. And they got into a massive argument, and Lucille actually took his briefcase and threw it off of the balcony here. And as it was falling down, it popped open, and when it hit the ground, a bunch of money spilled out. So a bunch of money was all over Sunset Boulevard. Kind of crazy, the history here. So right here we have the pool down here, and it looks like those are the private bungalows over here. So that's where the fire was back in the day. Wow, super close. You can chill. Keep worrying that I'm gonna set off a fire alarm on one of those. But what makes this hotel haunted? Well, to start off, it's been the site of a number of celebrity deaths, including John Belushi and Helmut Newton. John Belushi was actually staying in a bungalow back in 1982 when he was found dead in that bungalow for having overdosed on a drug cocktail of cocaine, heroin, and speedball that will kill you. However, some believe that he never actually left the hotel. Many kids say that they see a quote-unquote funny man that no one else sees, that many think that it is Belushi that they're talking to. And politician Al Franken, while he was staying here, said that after a night of fits and restless sleep that he woke up to John standing over him. As for the photographer Helmut Newton, he was driving back to the hotel where he crashed into the driveway right by the hotel, maybe something kind of like over there, and died instantly. Now, some say that he's been seen lurking by the bungalows, looking confused or dazed. Other guests say that they hear camera clicking by the pool where there's absolutely nothing, just bizarre stuff. Other guests claim that they hear glasses clinking in the hallways and laughter when no one else is there once security investigates it. It's just interesting paranormal activity that no one can really explain. Now we're on to hotel number 2.
The Hollywood Roosevelt is LA's most iconic hotel, sitting on Hollywood Boulevard just across the street from the Chinese Theater. Many renowned actors and actresses have stayed at this hotel, like Montgomery Clift, Marilyn Monroe, Jennifer Lopez, Alex Rodriguez, Demi Lovato, The Rock, and many more. Rumor even has it that Marilyn Monroe met Arthur Miller here at this hotel, but the rumors don't stop there, as they also cross over to the paranormal.
Now, according to legend here, in order for you to see a ghost, you have to either take a picture or a video of it. Basically, kind of relating back to the paparazzi lifestyle of the high profiles of these ghosts. There was one room attendant that basically captured a photo of a rock and roll-esque ghost that was kind of screaming in the background and ringing. And then there was another room attendant that was cleaning out the Marilyn Monroe suite when suddenly she saw her face, Marilyn Monroe's face, in the mirror. Now, ghostly figures have been seen in the Blossom Room here as well. Ghostly figures that were wearing tuxedos, kind of reminiscent of the Oscars, which actually took place in this building back in the day. Kind of interesting. Maybe I'll see a ghost. So up the staircase, this is Marilyn Monroe's mirror. They're talking to a security guard. And basically he was saying this is a gift from JFK that he gave to Marilyn Monroe. And legend has it, if you stare long enough into it, you'll eventually see her face. Unless your brain just automatically makes it for you. I don't know. So cool. And now finally, we're heading to the most haunted hotel in Los Angeles. Let's get into it.
With at least 16 traceable murders, suicides, and unexplainable paranormal events, and was the temporary home to notorious serial killers, Hotel Cecile is by far the most haunted hotel in Los Angeles. The hotel was built in 1924 by William Banks Hanner, who eventually regretted his investment when the economic collapse of the Great Depression hit the West Coast. In the 1930s, this hotel was dubbed as Skid Row and became the home of thousands of homeless people. Crime, violence, and death soon followed.
So in the same decade, there were at least 6 different types of suicides recorded in this building. There were shootings, there were slit throats, people jumping off the building. It was insane. Now, there's also the case of a 19-year-old girl named Dorothy Jean Purcell who woke up in the middle of the night in this hotel to stomach pains. Then she went to the bathroom and eventually gave birth to a baby boy. She didn't even know she was pregnant. Like, how do you not know that? That's just kind of insane. Now, she thought that the baby boy was actually dead and threw him out of the building off of the side onto a neighboring roof here. And she was later convicted in trial, but was admitted into a psychiatric ward, which probably would explain a lot. And we have to mention the more recent case of Eliza Lam. She was a college student, Canadian college student back in 2013 who was found dead and naked in the water towers on the roof of the Hotel Cecile. Now, no wonder hotel guests were complaining of low water pressure and the funny taste the water had. I mean, imagine tasting that. Now, before her death, there was some surveillance camera footage of her acting bizarrely. We're gonna watch that right now. So she's hiding on the inside of the elevator. It looks like she's hiding from someone? She's checking. Steps out. Okay. It reminds me of that scene from Robots where it's like, I'm not in your room. Now I am. Now I'm not. Anyone trying to use the elevator right now is like, why is it not coming? Who's she talking to? The thing with the hands, that's weird. That is very weird. So after this video surfaced, it seems like these rumors of the hotel having these demons or paranormal activity seemed to kind of consolidate itself since she was kind of acting in a possessed manner, more or less. However, paranormal activity aside, investigators actually found that Elisa Lam was bipolar and was off of her medication. And when you get off of your medication for that type of disorder, one of the symptoms is hallucinations. And many believe that she was actually hallucinating because of that she wasn't necessarily possessed, that she just had not taken her medication and unfortunately late at night crawled into the water tank to hide from something during one of her hallucinations, took off her clothes because then she could actually stay afloat a little bit easier, and then she passed away in there. So rest in peace, Eliza. And hopefully we can talk more about the story and what actually happened. If you want some more stories about the Hotel Cecile, I have some links down in the description below. There's all sorts of stuff that happened there, and I can only go through so much in a video,
but it's really fascinating, all of the crime that actually happened. So if you want more content like that, check down in the links below.
And that is the top 3 most haunted hotels throughout LA. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe down below for more content just like this, and feel free to comment down below of where I should mosey on over to next. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. They see blah 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 blah. This is what I do. This is why it takes me forever. Okay. And some, and then, okay, I gotta restart.